Welcome back to Vagabond Gypsy Tarot and Oracle readings. Today we are doing our one card pick for our people born on Sundays. Sunday, November 6th through Sunday, November 13th. So if you were born on a Sunday, today is your reading. If you haven't been with us before, pause this recording and go to your browser and type in the day, month, and year of your birthday and find out what day of the week you were born. And you can find your reading on this Vagabond Gypsy YouTube page to see what the day of the week reading is for you, the energy that is carrying for your week. Once again, as I always say here, my readings are for entertainment purposes only. So, as we've talked about, Sunday people are ruled by the sun. So, Sunday people born on Sunday are often bright, loud, creative, bold, and somewhat appear to be lucky. Sometimes Sunday people can be people that ask for kind of sympathy, and they almost rely on that sympathy. As far as their general characteristics and traits, apparently for the Sunday born people, they're kind of demanding in their friendships, and they put faith in their love. So their relationships, oh, I shook my screen here, sorry about that. They kind of put a lot of their faith in their love relationships. They trust their relationships, and they are faithful. They just have a lot of trust when they're with their friendships and their relationships and their love and their love light. They're passionate, and when I say faithful, they really do trust their friends and their partners until they've been proven wrong. So they do put a lot of faith and trust into their friendships and relationships. So it's like that fool me once type attitude. They go in with a lot of positive and trust. They're very trusting as well. So, but I will say, kind of like the sign Cancer, they're very loving, and they do trust, as I've repeated here numerous times, but I was just trying to think of a different way of putting it. But they are very trusting and loving. So they wear their heart on their sleeves, and they often trust that the other person is doing the same thing. So they do believe until they've been proven wrong. So that's the general, I guess, archetype of my Sunday born people. So I suppose as far as jobs go, I've been saying jobs, I suppose I would see the archetype of that sunborn person to be family related. So it might be like teacher, daycare, big brother, big sister, very loving. So anyways, let's get to this and pick a card for my Sunday born people. The energy for my Sunday born people here for November 6th through the 13th. I'm going to move make my camera bigger for me so I can see it. Okay, because I like to make sure you guys can see the cards okay. So, I have been shuffling these cards. They're not new, but yeah, so I've got the Eight of Wands. Oh, sorry. Move my... I yanked my little... I have to have you see my little pickups from Halloween here after Halloween. Well, of course, my obsidian. And then I've got my little guys here that I picked up after Halloween. Halloween sales, you gotta love them. But that's where I picked up a bunch of stuff. Actually, I'm gonna hopefully show you those throughout the not in this week's readings for my people, but coming up here, I'm gonna be doing a surprise video, just so you can keep an eye out for that. But anyways, my Eight of Swords people, let's see here what the general energy is. Well, I definitely feel like this card is saying that the energy this week is vulnerability. I mean, look at this card. It's almost like she's a spider. I love these cards. Love all my cards. But anyways, so Eight of Wands, it shows that you have a little bit of vulnerability energy around you this week. If for nothing else, to prove that we are human, you know. Everybody's vulnerable. But I think that I think that there's also fear in this card. So fear and vulnerability. She's holding a red rose, one single red rose. Yeah, so the energy this week, I feel like, is fear and vulnerability. I mean, it's almost as if she's tossing this rose, kind of showing her vulnerability and fear. And if I said swords, I'm wrong. I meant wands. I'm sorry. Eight of Wands, Eight of Wands, Eight of Wands. I said swords. I know I did. But it's Eight of Wands. These are wands. So, yeah, you are feeling the energy this week is vulnerability. But, I mean, it's also saying that you should have courage and move forward through your fears and vulnerability. And if you need to, do so with showing that you're vulnerable, in a sense. A lot of times where, you're told not to show your vulnerability, but in this case, the energy that I'm getting off this card is like, it's almost as if you're trying to negotiate something or be forgiven for something. The energy in this card is showing like this person is, fearful and vulnerable, but there might be a reason that this person is fearful and vulnerable, because maybe they feel like they've done something to cause a situation, or you know, make it this way. I don't know if you, yeah, you can see you can see the rose there. This is, I mean, it looks like a Spider Woman. I freaking love this card. I love it, love it, love it. And for our November Halloween season, which I say runs till Thanksgiving in this house, we had to have this card. So anyways, yeah, it looks as though it's just kind of a sweet card as well. There could be, I should address the other end of this. There could be trickster vibes within this, because I see the red coming up. So I believe that this energy is not the trickster energy. Might have come from you, and that's why you're feeling the vulnerability and fear. There might have been the trickster energy on your end. And with it being a one card reading and the general energy, I feel like it's more of how I explained it to begin with. I don't feel like there's any trickster energy on your end of this deal. Sorry. I don't feel like there's any trickster energy on your end of this deal. But yeah, so that's the general energy for the week. I can't get over that card. I love it. Okay, so anyways, thank you for joining me here at Vagabond Gypsy. This is for my Sunday born people, and we will see you back again next week.